At once, the lost boys— But where are they? They are no longer there. Rabbits could not have disappeared more quickly. I will tell you where they are. With the exception of Nibs, who has darted away to reconnoitre, they are already in their home under the ground. A very delightful residence of which we shall see a good deal presently. But how have they reached it? For there is no entrance to be seen, not so much as a large stone which, if rolled away, would disclose the mouth of a cave. Look closely, however, and you may note that there are here 7 large trees, each with a hole in its hollow trunk as large as a boy. These are the 7 entrances to the home under the ground, for which Hook has been searching in vain these many moons. Will he find it tonight? As the pirates advanced, the quick eye of Starkey sighted Nibs disappearing through the wood, and at once his pistol flashed out, but an iron claw gripped his shoulder. "Captain, let go!" he cried, writhing. Now, for the first time, we hear the voice of Hook. It was a black voice. "Put back that pistol first," it said threateningly. "It was one of those boys you ate. I could have shot him dead." "Aye, and the sound would have brought Tiger Lily's redskins upon us. Do you want to lose your scalp?"
"Shall I after him, Captain?"
asked pathetic Smee.
"And tickle him with Johnny Corkscrew?"
Smee had pleasant names for everything, and his cutlass was Johnny Corkscrew because he wriggled it in the wound. One could mention many lovable traits in Smee. For instance, after killing, it was his spectacles he wiped instead of his weapon.
"Johnny's a silent fellow,"
he reminded Hook.
"Not now, Smee," Hook said darkly. "He is only one, and I want to mischief all the 7. Scatter, and look for them!"
The pirates disappeared among the trees, and in a moment their captain and Smee were alone. Hook heaved a heavy sigh, and I know not why it was. Perhaps it was because of the soft beauty of the evening, but there came over him a desire to confide to his faithful boatswain the story of his life. He spoke long and earnestly, but what it was all about, Smee, who was rather stupid, did not know in the least. Anon he caught the word Peter.
"Most of all," Hook was saying passionately, "I want their captain, Peter Pan. 'Twas he cut off my arm."
He brandished the hook threateningly.
"I've waited long to shake his hand with this. Ooh, I'll tear him."
"And yet,"
said Smee,
"I have often heard you say that Hook was worth a score of hands for combing the hair and other homely uses."
"Aye," the captain answered.
If I was a mother, I would pray to have my children born with this instead of that." And he cast a look of pride upon his iron hand, and one of scorn upon the other. Then again he frowned. "Peter flung my arm," he said, wincing, "to a crocodile that happened to be passing by."
"I have often,"
said Smee,
"noticed your strange dread of crocodiles."
"Not of crocodiles," Hook corrected him, "but of that one crocodile." He lowered his voice. "It liked my arm so much, Smee, that it has followed me ever since, from sea to sea and from land to land, licking its lips for the rest of me."
"In a way,"
said Smee,
"it's a sort of compliment."
"I want no such compliments," Hook barked petulantly. "I want Peter Pan, who first gave the brute its taste for me." He sat down on a large mushroom, and now there was a quiver in his voice. "Smee," he said huskily, "that crocodile would have had me before this, but by a lucky chance it swallowed a clock which goes tick-tick inside it, and so before it can reach me, I hear the tick and bolt." He laughed, but in a hollow way.
"Some day,"
said Smee,
The clock will run down and then he'll get you.
Hook wetted his dry lips.
Aye,
He said,
that's the fear that haunts me.